is Amber
and Heather
from Great Oaks Farm. Join us today as we drive to go pick up some baby goats and drop some off. Hey guys, so I'm with Mom. She's the driver today since it's going to be a little bit more stressful. We're going to pick up some bottle babies and we're dropping off these little guys in the back. They're going to home where they're going to have a big pasture all to themselves and they get to be buddies all the time. They're not too sure about the car ride though. What do you guys think? So we thought that we would just kind of talk about the different things that we do in transporting goats, or if you're picking some goats up. Obviously, we always want to make sure that they're healthy before they leave, and you want to make sure that you ask lots of questions if you're buying goats to make sure that they've wormed them and that their noses aren't super runny, that they're not showing any signs of being sick before they leave, and definitely be sure to check that when you pick up your goat. If he's acting really punky, then you might want to ask some questions because you don't want to pick up a sick goat, because a lot of times once you've brought it home, it's on you. So you always want to check that. Obviously, the lady we're going to get from today is very experienced. She's been doing everything all week to make sure that they're super healthy. They've already been sputted and everything, and she's had a few days to make sure they've recovered well from that. So just that they're in good hands. And these boys, they've been given their CDD vaccine, they've been wormed, and just things that we recommend when people pick goats up is when they bring them home, we always give either a vitamin B paste, we give a electrolyte paste. It's called Jumpstart Plus, and a lot of times we'll give a probiotic paste too, because traveling a lot kind of upsets their tummies. So they might not eat immediately when you get them home, but within a few hours they should be pecking around at hay or grass or grain or whatever they're used to.
also that you need to make sure that the goats, that you're not putting them directly with your herd instantly. You really should separate them so that they are kind of in their own pen for at least 3 days, 2 to 3 days at least, just to make sure that they are healthy and there's no issues that you're immediately going to be passing on to your entire herd.
Which is, it's another reason why a lot of people tend to buy from clean tested herds. They've tested them for all of the really bad health issues out there, and then you want to receive some paperwork, or they should send a picture of their medical records, like that they've wormed them, that they've given their CDT. You want to see that they've done that stuff before you buy from anybody, because at least you'll know that they're actually doing what they're supposed to.
Right.
I was just going to mention too that that's why we tend to sell in twos, or we buy in twos, because even when introducing to other goats, if you have other goats, it makes the transition easier, because when you do have to separate for a couple days, it's hard when it's just one. We have a doe we bought on Saturday that obviously she's having a hard time just because she's by herself, and I have been I've been down there more often just to kind of be with her, and she can see the goats on and off, because I'll take her so she can see them. But again, it is better when you have two, because the transition's just that much easier. And even when you introduce them into the herd, once they start establishing that pecking order, a lot of times the new ones are always at the bottom of the chain for a while, and eventually they learn to get their way up. Like we bought Iris and Lily last year, and they were at the bottom of the herd until recently, actually, where Iris and Lily are finally sticking up for themselves.
Continue on to SC 121.
But it was easier for them too, because they were able to kind of stick together when they were kind of rejected by the rest of the herd. And it sounds mean, but that's goats, and I really can't change the goats' minds. I've tried.
Continue straight on.
I've tried to reprimand Coco because she's the boss, that she needs to be easy on the rest, but you know, ghosts don't listen. So.
You don't speak.
No. I'm like, why are you gonna be so mean? But so you just gotta keep that in mind. Unless you have like maybe smaller goats and you're introducing other smaller goats. It's a lot different when you're introducing smaller goats into a herd of bigger goats, like adults. I'm meaning, not breed-wise. We don't mix large breed with small breed. But so those are just some things to keep in mind when buying or selling animals. Obviously, when you're selling, as a seller, you want to have the best integrity. And if you're selling a wether, you're going to tend to go cheaper. So you're going to tend to have new people that really are learning a lot. And just selling them one goat is not a good idea. You want to sell them two. And maybe if you don't have two available, maybe you should suggest to find another person to get another one at the same time. I know a few people, so I haven't had to, but if I got to the point that I needed to, I'd probably be like, why don't you go contact them and see if they have any at the same time. Just, it makes it easier so that you're not dealing with issues later, because people do come back and contact you when things go wrong. Even if you do everything you possibly can to keep it from going there, it happens. You get people that think that 6 months later, if they get sick, it's your fault. So it's just the way things are. But you want to try to keep that from happening as much as you possibly can. We send them with little info packets that just kind of tell a little bit about how to take care of goats. We always have a couple different websites we suggest, Fiasco Farm, and there's another one that I've liked lately. It's called Tennessee Meat Goats. I know it says meat goats, but it covers all different goats, and I've liked them a lot more lately because they update a lot to like the current issues. Whereas Fiasco Farm, she's kind of just decided to stick with herbal, and for our herd, herbal's just not possible because we have so many goats. But and we have a lot of hats. If we had just goats, maybe, but
Right.
we have a lot of hats. So
Cows and chickens,
yeah,
and pigs, and a garden.
so we can't drench goats herbal tinctures every 5 days or whatever it is. So we just try to get a little bit of info, just be helpful and to help negate some of the issues you might have right off, or they might have right off. But just good things to consider. And yeah, we'll update a little bit later when we're further on the road and go from there. Hitting some heavier traffic here. Water's pretty. We were saying we probably should have brought our Easy Pass so we could go through the express lane.
Yes, I wish we did.
They finally decided to lay down. All the cows.
help you.
All right, we just dropped the boys off. We have shavings all over us now. But they did not want to come out of those kennels. So we are 9 minutes away from going to get the girls. So I'm excited.
In 1.7 miles, turn left onto Mountain Road.
We're almost there.
The wall is America, and she's the oldest doe on the farm. She's 10, and then Milan must be around the corner. She's probably in the sun. So, and they're already blowing their or thinning their coat because it has gotten so warm.
Oh my goodness.
I normally would brush them out, but it has gotten so cold again. I'm like, I'm not brushing that out. I'm gonna leave. You think you're starved. You do. You think you're starved. This is Sean's stuck kid.
He's a big boy.
He is.
We just got the girls. They're not too happy about the kennel. Hopefully they lay down soon. Welcome home, girls. Welcome home.
Well, they are officially back. We made it, the harrowing 6+ hours round trip, and our girls are back. Amber, do you want to let YouTube know what we decided to name them?
Yes, so the first one here is Love Letter because her mom is Love Light, and it's just a theme to keep going with mommy. We're gonna call her Letty for short. And then this is little Lula. Her mom's name was, I think it's pronounced Malou. It means warrior princess, so we found another name that pretty much means the same thing to go with the theme. So they both have namesakes that are close to their DMs, and yeah. We're gonna call her Little Lou, which I think is adorable because
It is cute.
Lou is my nickname, so I got like a little namesake.
Okay, here they are outside of the fence. Hello, little Letty. Your name's gonna be easy to remember. Yeah, and look, they're like, ooh. They're like, feed me, feed me. So these are bottle babies. So we will be bottling them, which will make them even more friendly, if you can believe it.
Bless you.
Oh my goodness, y'all are so stinking cute.
They
Say hello to YouTube, Letty. Say
Get
hello.
used to it because you're gonna see it a lot. She's so fuzzy. She just wants to bounce.
Aw,
Wants to bounce.
y'all are adorable.
She just wants to bounce. I know.
Okay, well that concludes our vlogging video.
Bye, guys. Those little teals.
I can't even, how do you even keep them in frame?
He was playing with Lula. I think she made a new best friend.